I refactored the player and enemy health to use the capped value custom resource, and added health bars above the enemies when they take damage. I was having an issue when the energy is locked out, and you restart, the bar remains gray. The laser is still working, so it's just graphical. To fix it, navigate to the energy bar foreground style box, and enable local to scene under resource. Now the energy bar turns blue when you reload the tree. Then I moved the player health from the main class into Derp star. Make a new export resource for health, and add the signals. In take damage, decrease current health by amount. I add the update health, update max health, and player died functions to echo the signals. On ready, connect the health's current change signal to update health, maximum change to update max health, and current 0 to the player died function. In the inspector, I declare health as the capped value custom resource that I made last time. Set the values to 100, and enable local to scene so you have full health on restart. Then I connect the update health and update max health signals to the HUD, and player died to the overlay through the editor. In the capped value resource, I encapsulate the current changed and maximum change signals in their own functions. Call this from the setters instead. Now, in the main class, call the update health and energy functions on ready to initialize the GUI when the scene is loaded. I wanted to use collision force for player damage, but apparently you have to keep track of the previous velocity and recalculate based on the current state. I may do this later, but for now I'll deal the linear velocity divided by 10 instead. I know this is called after it bounces, so the behavior will be weird, but it's close enough. The body entered signal is connected to itself through the editor, with contact monitoring and reporting enabled. I refactored the enemy health as well. Make export variables for the health and points in the base bumper class. Change take damage to decrease current health, and add a died function which adds points to the player and destroys the bumper. The extending classes overwrite ready, so I make a setup function and connect the 0 health signal to died. Then, in the shooting star and striped bumper classes, call setup on ready. In the inspector, make health a new capped value custom resource. Set the values, and make sure local to scene is enabled, or they will share a health bar and be unkillable. Set the points as well. This way, it's easy to customize each subclass of bumper without changing code. Now I can finally add enemy health bars. Add a progress bar to the bumper, resize it, and disable %. Set the value to 100, and make the foreground a new style box flat. Set the background color to red, and increase the border width by 2 on all sides. Turn down alpha on the border color to show the background. Set corner radius to 1, so it looks nice. Now they have health bars, but I want it to hover over the bumper instead of spinning around. So I add a blank node above the health bar to unlink position and rotation. Add a remote transform with only position update enabled. I'm not able to assign the remote path to the node or the progress bar, so add a 2D node between them, and assign the remote transform to that. This looks a lot better. Now rename the node, and save the branch as a scene. Then enable editable children, so the remote transform can be reconnected. The health bar can be dragged onto other bumpers and connected through a remote transform. You can change the position and size as needed. Once it's in place, hide the health bar by default since it's not needed until they've taken damage. Back in the bumper ship base class, initialize the health bar's value and max value in setup. Then in take damage, set the current health and show the bar. I think it looks pretty good. I'm still working on the lightning and explosions, but until then, thank you for watching and have a great day.